Time is now up. And now he wants to make a difference. He wants to make a decision. He wants them to understand that it's too late and time out to plant church. Choose ye who you're going to serve. But before he goes there, he says, come down to Shechem. And on his speech, he gives his victorious speech of the Lord. And what the Lord did is this, Joshua here.
Yes.
He reminds the children of Israel, his step-Lord, who was there for you when Pharaoh's army was coming for you. Is this Lord here, who made a sea into a sidewalk, that you were able to cross over from danger, and he closed the gap on your enemies. Is this Joshua here? Who says, yes, your fathers, you serve the other gods, if you will, that your fathers, even Terah, the father of Abraham, the ones that he served, the ones who had eyes but couldn't see, the ones who had ears but couldn't hear, the ones who had a mouth but couldn't speak. Yeah. You serve those gods. But them gods did not bring you out. Them gods were when you was yet still in bondage that you was praying to, but yet still never brought you out. Right. It's them gods that, if you choose to serve, you can. But then he keeps on going and he says, he brought you through the lineage of Abraham. He brought you out of Egypt. He brought you into where all the ites, I like to call them, it was always the Amorites, Hittites, the ites. Growing up, I had problems with them. I just did the ice. It's in Joshua 24 if you need to read it. I don't want to look here and misspell anything. He said, I even gave you a land. The Lord gave you a land that you didn't even have to labor for. It was given to you. You didn't have to build nothing. Now, this is the God that I serve. Before I go in deeper into where I get to 14, I want to ask a question that I really don't want you to answer, but I want you to think about. What are the gods that you serve? I ask that question because we tend to serve money. We tend to serve our job. We tend to serve our 401k plan. We tend to serve our PhDs and doctorate degrees and all of other degrees and people and family. And sometimes we confuse the church building. Like that. Go ahead. Don't sit there. Don't do this. We got so many rules in the church today. So many rules that we made up ourselves to protect us. It had nothing to do with the Lord. Yes, the Lord is in here, but the Lord should be everywhere that you go. But we treat the house of prayer as if the Lord is only here and here alone. But let me ask you a question about this, though. I don't want to get sidetracked. Come on back here. But I want to ask you a question. Why do we treat the church building better than we treat ourselves as the church? We can't serve one another. You better not call me at 2 o'clock in the morning. I'll always be there for you has limits. I got the gas, but I can't make it. The doors of church are always open, but I'm still absent. But I still want to be a part of the church meeting that's going on. I don't want no decisions made unless I'm there. I'll eat, but I'm not going to help clean. Pull up the grass. Miss 2 spots, but I'm not even trying to fix it myself. We treat the church building as if sometimes we tend to try to put ourselves equal or above him. And then we wonder why hell is always parked in our driveway. Then we wonder why folks can't stand us. And we always blame the devil. No, it's you. We always blame Satan for something. Don't we? Boy, that Satan bothers us. It's just the enemy. It's just the enemy. Don't I rebuke him? No, baby, it's you. Change your attitude, change your walk, change your perception, and understand that you're nothing but filthy rags just like the rest of them. I don't care if you stand up here to preach, or you're a song leader, or you're just somebody who comes to fellowship. We're all in the same boat. Dying, but we're saved by grace. Trying to make it to the other side. Now I'm at 14. Now therefore fear the Lord. Fear. Respect the Lord. Don't respect the Lord like some of us respect our parents. Like some of us respect our elders. Because now we're living in this 21st century church that now we don't fear nobody. Can't nobody tell us nothing. You bet not, I'm grown too. I'm a grown man, I'm a grown woman. I'll make my decision. And then you wonder why the church still moves on without you. Actually, when you involve, church slows down for some reason. Sometimes we can hold the church folk up, man. Serve. Serve with sincerity. That word actually comes from a term of serve them without wax. Can I talk about it real quick? Serve them without wax. Back in those days when they would sell pottery and vases, if it had a crack in it, they'd put some wax on it, and you wouldn't know it was on there unless you held it up to the light. So they try to hand you, yeah, you want this much, yeah, here, you hold it down here towards the light. But if you ever looked up, got all types of cracks. And so what he was saying was, serve them without wax. Yeah. Serve them without cracks in your ministry. Serve them without cracks in your wall. What do I mean? Stop being fake. It's either you're going to serve the Lord with a whole heart or sit down somewhere. Period, point blank. I remember in the New Testament, Matthew's account, Jesus even went back to Isaiah and said, listen, with their lips they honor me, but your heart is far from it. That looks like the church today. We can get up here and be the biggest hypocrites. No. I keep falling in love. And then at the same time, you blame God for this. You blame God for this. You blame God for that. Where was you at, Lord, when this happened? Now you don't have faith. And then when people look at your life, and then they hear what you say, they don't want to serve your God. It seems like you complain more than you get blessed. We act like waking up is not good enough. That's a blessing within itself because we should have been dead and gone. But the Lord kept us going. And in truth, and put away the gods which your fathers served on the other side of the flood and in Egypt. Serve you the Lord. Sometimes God can bring us out. Why did we go back to where God brought us back from?
Well,
God has brought us from alcohol, drugs, sexual immorality, this and that. I don't want to call everybody. I don't want everybody to, Old folks just said, if you can't say amen, say out. sometimes we put ourselves back in bondage. It's not the enemy. It's us, because once we start serving God, you have to put away self.
Yes.
Self has to go.
Yes.
And that's what's hard for some of us. Because we're so used to doing this, we're so used to that. What are we really missing out from? Once we start cutting nothing.
Yes.
I can still party. I'm just partying on a new dance floor. I can still hang out with folk. I'm just hanging out with a different type of folk.
Yes.
Now, every day it's not going to be peachy and creamy. But then when I think about the song, heaven is on the other side.
Yes. Yeah.
Where every day is howdy, howdy, never goodbye. The streets are paved with gold. That's better than this life here.
Yes.
You ain't got to worry about traffic. You ain't got to worry about construction work. You ain't got to worry about who don't sing. Preachers, if y'all in here, let me tell you now, get your preaching out the way on this side, because when you get over there, we won't be booked.
Yes.
We all will be song leaders over there. We all will be congregational worshipers. And that's what God wants us to be. We have to set the mark here, church, before God can take us on the other side. Because you don't want nobody coming to your household with mess. God don't want you in the kingdom with mess. So every day that He blesses you with another chance, take it as a life lesson to get yourself together. Oh, Lord, I got a lot to work on. The lady will come a little bit longer, Father. No, but sir, choose you this day who you will serve.
Yes.
Who will you serve today? Who do you choose? My sermon is I don't have to be up here long.
Right.
I believe that we are around a body of believers. And though we struggle, we know the source.
Amen.
Church, let's come together. True discipleship. True fellowship. True communion. It's one thing to preach it. One thing to declare it. But are we going to do it? Our lives, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, should be the same way we portray it Sunday. Not because you think that somebody from the church is going to bump into you at Walmart, but because the Bible says, let your light so shine. They're going to look at your works, but who they going to glorify? You brought an interesting fact, preacher, that we can be plagued with social networking, reality shows, and it's not just draining the young folks. If I call out the name Scandal, if I call out the name Empire, who was at church them nights?
Well.
Them shows was coming on. Probably had about 4 or 5 people in. And that's why they don't watch TV. Bonanza ain't on, and Little House on the Prairie.
Oh, God.
Mason, Matlock. If they ain't on, Trust Fund ain't.
Hey,
They done missed the whole hill. They don't know what's going on.
touch by ain't no good.
But we put a lot of things before God. We put God on a time schedule. Service starts here. It ends here. Brother, don't be up there too long. Take your time. Just don't take much water.
Yes.
And yeah, there should be a respect of time. 21. Maybe the invitation could have lasted 30 more seconds. You didn't care about my tears anyway. You wasn't gonna walk me down the aisle. Who do we serve? Because if we choose the gods that were on the other side,
Yes.
that's fine. He never said it wasn't okay. Matter of fact, he said how to go. You choose. Just don't be lukewarm. That's an option. Cold, hot, serve them, don't, worship, shut up, stand up, don't. It's your choice. We sit back and we're spectators. That's why we can't praise him like we want to.
Well,
We sit back. What's she got over here? There she goes. There she go, right there. I told you. We spectate. We nod y'all.
well,
Go ahead, nod. But let you be up doing stuff, you got everybody's attention. You call them out by name. Brother so-and-so. Get him up.
Get him.
Get him up. It used to be a time that we respected worship service. I come from a day, I have an old soul. My great-grandmother raised me. I came from an era where it wasn't no coloring books. Girls didn't have no baby dolls. You were sitting there and you was listening to what was going on.
All right.
You was in service all day,
Every day.
almost every day. It wasn't an option. I was a drug baby. Drug, it wasn't an option. This is today, we feel like going to church today. I didn't have an option. I was mad. Sitting there, they didn't have children's church then. It was everybody together.
Everyone.
You go to sleep, you get pinched. Grandma, mama be in that choir stand. All they had to do was just look at you. And yeah, dip off in that back into that woman's room, get you straight and bring you back. And you better not disrupt service. But now we've become, and excuse my language, Brother Balloon, but we've become punks in the church today. We sing that we are hard-fighting soldiers. But we worship and we praise in our lives but feel like we're wounded. Like we can't go on. But then there is another God. As I get ready to take my seat, there is somebody who was looking out for us. Who looked all over the earth. And could not find anybody on earth who was righteous. And he was about to just say, forgive me. But there was a man named Jesus who said, Father, wait one moment. Send me. Do you know who I'm speaking about? He was born in Bethlehem, reared in Nazareth, baptized in the Jordan. Do you know who I'm speaking about? We call him the lily of the valley, the rose of Sharon, the wheel in the middle of the wheel. Do you know what I'm speaking about? He, Adam's redeemer, Abel's vindicator, when weeping endured that night.
Yes.
He was that joy that endured in the morning.
All right.
Yeah.
Do you know who I'm speaking about?
All right.
He's the one who puts bread on your table, who provides for you. He's the one who you can call up in the midnight hour. The old song was just a little talk with Jesus. We'll make it all right. I'm trying to go there now.
All right.
I'm reminded of that man named Jesus, who went up Calvary. They hung him high, and they stretched him wide. He hung his head in the locks of his shoulders, and he died. They put him in a borrowed tomb. They should have known right then that he was coming back.
Yes. Yeah.
Jesus took out a loan and paid it back with interest. Because the account lets me know that early on that third day, he woke up and he got up with all power in heaven and earth in his hands. It's that one who went down, preached the homecoming service,
Tell the story.
snatched the keys out of Hades, and said, if y'all want to come on, come now.
Yeah.
My request for y'all is, get right, church,
Yeah.
and let's go
Let's go.
home. The title of my message was, hell is too long to be wrong.
Yeah.
Tomorrow's not promised. Choose you this day.
This thing.
Who you will serve. Don't serve nothing or nobody that can't really provide for you. Don't serve nobody who don't care anything really about you in the first place. They feel like they just gotta do it. But serve somebody who does it out of their own heart. Who wants you to walk righteous for his name's sake. The one that when you're surrounded by enemies, won't he prepare a table in front of you?
Yes.
And what I like about it is we can all sit down and eat together.
Together.
That's the kind of God I want to serve.
Yeah.
Who will you serve today? If you're here today and you don't know him, get to know him.
Yes.
Now every day it's not going to be peaceful. But we have an expected end. Now you can't just get up and say, I'm a member. There's levels to this. Did you hear the word? Once you hear it, then you obey the gospel. Once you obey the gospel, then we can come down and then we can talk. But that's not the end of the process. You have to believe. Repent. But don't leave here without getting baptized. We baptize you today.
Today.
We're not a church that you got to wait for baptism school.
Ooh.
We'll get you on the first of next month. You don't have it long way. It's never too late to make a decision for Christ. Until it is too late. He's coming back.
Yes, he is.
Not on our time schedule. He didn't give us a date. He said, be ready. How do you be ready? You don't look out the window waiting on him. You do what you're supposed to do. You get your mouth to speak. You got your own drum and your own mess to work out. Get your mouth on other folks.
There you go.
Let's stop judging one another. Start helping one another. Let's show true discipleship. Let's not talk church. seat that's way up here. And everybody else is way down here. Have to stand up. Heard the message. Let me go. Humble thyself in the sight of the Lord. Humble thyself in the sight of the Lord.
Humble thyself inside.